3, 2, 1.
So it's race day, guys. Got the 5k Queen's Park in Chesterfield today, the no walk in the park race. So quite excited for that. Got up nice and early. Partly thanks to my wife leaving her alarm set when she went away for the weekend. At least I've got plenty of time to get ready now. Got my banana croissant cup of tea. And this mug that my daughter's got me on Father's Day. Dad joke loading. Don't know what that's all about. Right, well, I'm channeling my inner John Broome today, I have to say. Got here ridiculously early. Parked up at Queen's Park Sports Centre. So I'm assuming you can use this free car park if you're doing the race. Not quite sure, there is a pay-and display just down the road, but hey ho. I've had a chat with my coach, well, my AI coach, and we've decided on a target of 22:30 today, which would be an average pace of 4:30 per kilometre. That would be quite a big PB for me, so we'll see how that goes. I think 23:23 is my current 5k best, which I did at a recent park run. Oh no, cancel that. Which I'd done and almost broke at my recent park run. So yeah, I'm not quite sure when I set that fastest 5k. I think it's just Strava's estimate, to be fair. I've never done a 5k race before, and I've only done one park run. So yeah, if I manage to get below 23, it would be incredible. But we're going for 22:30. Let's see how that pans out. Right, heading towards where I think the pavilion is to get my race number. Still another 4 or 5 minutes before it says you're allowed to collect it at 8:15. Plenty of geese on the field there. Signs of activity, as you'd expect, setting up the start and finish line. So I'll give it a few minutes, then I'll hopefully go and get my number. Got my the first ever running waterproof jacket I got. Well, I say waterproof jacket I got. It's not the most comfy. I just happen to keep this one in my car for emergencies, so there's a few spits of rain now and again. I don't feel I really need it, but it's kind of covering up my crazy GoPro holder, so I don't look too daft making a first impression. Just be the nutter with a raincoat over his GoPro holder. But, yeah, what do you expect? Still feeling a little bit sore in my calves from a strength workout I did on Wednesday. It's now Saturday morning. I gave it a good go. Squats and calves day that was. So yeah, still feeling a little bit tight in the left one. And if I tense the others, yeah, the same. Nothing to worry about though. Soon warm that up and jog it off. Just doing a bit of a warm-up jog around the outside of the park. Wearing my daft coat. Hopefully I can leave that in the pavilion when we set off. So yeah, I'll do a bit of a jog, maybe 10-15 minutes. And some dynamic warm-ups, a few strides and drills, and then should be hopefully ready to go. Right, just called in the pavilion for a last minute wee, and surprisingly bumped into my neighbours. My opposite neighbour, David, is marshalling today, and apparently is a member of North Derbyshire Running Club. He was just talking to me about joining up, and it does sound like a good plan, so I'm sure I will do fairly soon. Well, that was a nice surprise. Saw David and Dawn, so I'm no doubt going to pass David on the course as I go around each lap. Right, I think that's probably it for pre-race chatting now. I'm going to get the camera attached to my chest, ready for go time, and then probably take my coat off at the last second and reveal that I'm a YouTube nutter, and then off we go. Here we go then, the surprise, if you can tell what the announcer's saying.
Everybody, and welcome to August Now Walk in the Park. Outside this is the 5k race. Running race, it's not shift.
Assume all those guys were good lip readers. Here we go. One guy said that hurt after the horn went off. It was quite loud. So yeah, here I am. I've got the Pace Pro set up on my watch, which I've never used before, which is telling me that I should be running a 4:39 pace to begin with, and then that improves by 4 or 5 seconds each kilometre until I hit hopefully 4:21 on the 5th kilometre, which will give me an average pace of 4:30. So on the as we set off, we do a kind of mini loop to go around the back of the pavilion.
Hiya.
That's my neighbour Dawn. Didn't expect my neighbours to be here today, but it was good to see them.
Thank you.
Lots of encouragement from the marshals as I went round today, which was nice. I'm about to see my neighbour David, who's marshalling here.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
So this time we go to the right and do the big lap of the park. So just trying to get used to sticking to the pace that my watch is telling me to do. I think we're approaching the 1 kilometre just here on the left. That's one done.
Come on, Steve.
Lots of encouragement from that guy every lap, and he came to speak to me at the end of the race as well. This is the hilly bit, just about to reach the top now. Thankfully there's a nice downhill section afterwards. And now we're back at the back of the pavilion. Yeah, constantly checking my watch, see whether I'm ahead or behind of the planned times. Managed to pass a few people, which felt good. So, as the race goes on, I'm expected to go slightly faster with every kilometre. That's kilometre 2 just done.
Come on in, Paul. Well done, lad. 1:57.
Back up the hill again. Wasn't quite sure how to pace it going up the hill. Tried to keep the effort the same, but without losing too much speed as well.
Thanks.
More encouragement, always welcome. I think that's kilometre 3 done.
Cheers, mate.
Keep pushing, lad. Keep pushing.
And we go up the hill, going in super fast time. Need something to make it feel a bit less painful.
Hello, mate.
Passed by the first place runner there, so I've been lapped. And the second place runner is not far behind him. There we go, lapped by a second person. And then my friend Jim from Strava was in 3rd place at this point and about to come past.
Well done, Mark. Well done, Jim. Nice one, mate.
So first time I've met Jim in real life, and he's lapping me as he speaks to me, which I thought was quite funny. He did go on to finish 3rd, I believe, so he's lightning quick. Now at this point, the people who are on the last lap will go left and head back towards the pavilion and the finish line. I'm blindly following them, which is a bit of a mistake, but luckily my neighbour David was on the ball and directed me the right way. So the 4th place guy just passed me there. I'm just following him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks, mate. Follow the leader.
Which which of course lined me up for some more banter on the final lap. Here we go, 4k done. And this is where I'm just trying to give it everything I've got as I'm approaching the last bit. Didn't have much left, I have to say. The sprint finish wasn't quite as sprinty as I would have liked.
This time. Thank you.
Again, getting excellent directions there. Yeah, I think David told me it was 200 metres, so yeah, I'm thinking I can do a sprint finish, but yeah, the legs haven't got much in them at this point, but I'm doing what I can. Just got to get around this corner and over the finish line. Yeah, doesn't feel like you're going very fast. Full speed, go on. Got some cheers from everyone near the finish line, which is always good. Number 80, that's me. And done. And of course I remembered to stop my camera, but not my watch.
Right, all done then. It went well. Yeah, it's tough running a fast 5k. I think I set my target just about right. The slight disappointment is I forgot to stop my watch in all the excitement at the finish line, so no clear idea of how well I did. But I had the Pace Pro set up on my watch for the first time ever, and that was supposed to be giving me a slight negative split, just gradually speeding up as the race went on by 4 or 5 seconds per kilometre, and I managed to keep just under that for the whole race, so fingers crossed, should be quite a significant PB, having only run 23:23 previously. So I'll let you know when I get the results later.
So I had to go online to find out how fast I'd done it in, because I forgot to stop my watch. But it was excellent news. As you can see, although I was aiming for a 22:30, I actually managed to get a 22:08. So yeah, smashed my goal. Felt really good to do that. Also managed to beat one 61-year-old Paul, whilst getting beaten by another 61-year-old Paul, which I thought was some nice symmetry. But yeah, there were some really good runners out there today. And yeah, it made it a tough challenge, but I managed to beat my goal, and I was really pleased with how it went. Of course, when I got back, I fed back my race result to my ChatGPT AI coach, just as I have been doing up to now, letting the coach know how my runs have been going, and it asked to know how my race went. So expecting a 22:30 and getting a 22:08, of course, meant that my goals and training can be adjusted accordingly going forward. So I got a congratulations on my new PB. My adjusted easy tempo 5k pace and 10k paces were given to me based on the results I got today. My race goals, they're also quite fluid depending on my performance in training and after this first race. So I'll just keep feeding back how I'm doing to the AI coach, and then things just kind of get updated on the fly. Been able to ask for advice on, how to prep for the race, how to do the warm-up, just information about goals and stuff like that. So it's been quite a useful resource, not having a real-life coach. I've just been asking questions of ChatGPT and getting some quite useful answers. So I've got some adjusted runs to come up as part of my training, which should be showing next. So my training for the next couple of weeks is shown on the screen now. Currently doing 4 runs per week with a mixture of speed work, easy runs, long runs on there. My next race will be a 10k in Mansfield on Sunday the 8th of September. So I've got about another month to train for that, and we'll see if we can hit the goal that ChatGPT has suggested I go for on the day. Thanks for following along today, guys. If you do want to subscribe to my channel, it is free.
just press the button and watch the subscriber count go up by 1. Thanks again, I'll see you soon.